We are live on this beautiful Friday night at 8:42 p.m. Hello, Gabbo. How we doing, brother? Kenneth, the week has been... Wow, the week. It has been the toughest week in 3 to 4 years, mentally speaking. Yes. Senji numero dos. How are you, all of you beautiful beings, doing? Assuming well. Yes, sir. What happened this week? Nothing, just recovering from COVID. And COVID's nothing serious. Like, it's just like a, typical fever. But I haven't been sick in years. And yeah, mindset wise, like when you get sick, you can't do anything. And so you break all routine. And I think the ultimate form of testing your mindset is when you're very sick and you're also sleep deprived. Those things will very, very much test your mindset. But what's tested the mindset more than anything I've ever experienced, like, is not being able to leave the house. Yes, that is 14 days of quarantine is rough. I would say it's very easy to not leave the house for weeks if I know I can leave, but if I know I can't leave, difficult, very difficult. But all in all, it's fine. So yes, things are doing fine. What resources would you recommend to learn about the digital brain? Gavin Walters. Gavin, I've made a couple videos talking about the digital brain, but here's what you need to know. The concept of a digital brain is just build training systems and processes so good that you could take anybody with no experience and train them to become basically 80% as good as you in a matter of 2 to 3 months. That's kind of the goal. with the digital brain. And so you can use tools like Notion.so for brain dumping all of your information. You could use Lucidchart for mapping out kind of like a wireframe diagram flowchart of what all of your systems and processes looks like. And what are the last 3 books that you read? Kind of irrelevant. All you need to know is that those 3 books right there are the top 3 books. Personal MBA, Turning the Flywheel by Jim Collins, and Breakthrough Advertising. I saw before on your Asana you had something about newts. Any nootropics you use? Yeah, I have a friend down here who runs a very successful supplement company. I think they'll do 25 million revenue this year. 25 million a year in revenue is let's just say that's a solid milestone. And he launched a nootropics line, which he told me he'd been testing personally for over a year, Zenji. And I decided to get into it and test it out because he really recommended I test it out, having been someone who's never done nootropics or tested nootropics. So yeah, the company is called Bioptimizers if you want to check them out. The nootropics they sell, I don't think it's on their website. I think they have something called bioptimizebrain.com. Matt Gallant nootropics. If you search that, you'll find his nootropics. So yes. THM has not worked for me after the first one, and my partners have advised against it several times. Should I keep pursuing it? Who are your partners? Didn't realize you had partners. Yeah, I think it's like depends on your data set. G. By the way, Gabo, I'm calling you G because it's short for your real name. It depends on your data set. You know, if you've sent 500 Trojan horses and you haven't had more than one phone call booked, then that's an issue. But in general, I think that the approach of Trojan horse marketing, when done properly with the love-based approach, not so much a fear-based approach, I don't think there's any reason why you shouldn't do it. And it makes no sense to me why you wouldn't do it. Especially for you, given the fact that you're approaching very large companies, you need to have a personal touch. And so whether that be a cold email that's very personalized directly to one person you're sending it to, or a Trojan horse video, which is also very personalized in a Loom video, either or, I think that it makes a lot of sense for what you are doing. Yeah, you've sent 89. That's not enough. You got to send like 300, 400. Your data set's too small. Data set is too small. The other thing is, like, you know, you're not just sending these and forgetting about these people. What you're doing is you're sending this video and you're also connecting with them on social. And so they're going to see your posts on LinkedIn. They're going to see your posts on Facebook, where depending on the platform that you're sending these Trojan horse videos. And I've had people convert into clients a year and a half after we sent them a Trojan horse video. I've had people book calls a year and a half later from the video, you know, from the exact video link. So yeah, it's like, this isn't just a 2-week thing where you send a video and if they don't respond in 7 days, it's over. The horizon of the half-life is much longer than that. Although the majority of people that convert from THM will convert within the matter of the first 30 days after sending the video, 30 to 90 days, depending on the sales cycle and how, you know, kind of service you're selling and kind of type of industry you're in. But yeah, too small of a data set. I just finished Objections by Jay Jeb Blunt had a sales call today, did well digging their pain points, but when asking about reason for their goals and motivations, they wouldn't open up. I've read that book, by the way, Kenneth. It's a good book. Do you sell emotionally, and how to get the prospect to open up more? We don't sell emotionally. No, there's no need for us to sell emotionally because they're already emotionally sold on us most of the time when they come into our sales process, because we're doing predominantly the majority of our leads are inbound marketing. But even when I'm doing outbound with a cold prospect, no, emotionally has never worked for us in our market. And so, look, I think it depends on the service. I think it depends on the product that you're selling, but selling emotionally in our market has never worked. It has always created extreme amounts of friction. So don't look at it as like, oh, I need to get better. No, sometimes you just need to not ever do it. So I don't know if you have enough data to where you can make that decision, but we don't do it. It's never worked for us very well. However, with Agency Enlightened, with selling courses, it has worked well. Selling emotionally, I still don't like to do it because, it just feels weird. I will ask genuine questions related to like kind of what their goals are. But, excuse me, no, selling emotionally is not a huge part of the sales process. I have other ways to get clients though. Contacts and a partnership with an M&A firm has gotten me 10 meetings. Yeah, that's fine. That's really cool. Do you know any agencies that can help us develop strategic partnerships with other firms? No, I don't. I offer PPC services. Please recommend the best course for best service delivery. Yeah, we made a good course. It was called the Pbcms Accelerator. It's actually, I was the co-founder of that program and then sold. Gabrielle, it probably exists. I can't see why it wouldn't. I don't know about in Panama or like, Central America, but in the United States, yeah, I could see it. I could see there being some type of consultancy firm. How did you develop yours? Yeah, just through being friendly, just through being friendly and reaching out to people who, are influencers in our space and just beginning to develop a relationship as you would with any new friendship. I think a lot of people overthink the process of like networking and developing great relationships. It starts out super slow. You cannot go from like unknown to best friends in 2 days. It's impossible. You just can't do it. Some things are constrained by time, such as building relationships. Man, the amount of times people have asked me how to find email addresses for Amazon sellers, I swear to God, I'm never answering that question again. What's the price of Amazon PBCMS course? I think it's $4,800. Thought about Pbcms for partnerships with firms. Yeah, sending Loom videos is good. Yeah, I wouldn't automate them. I would definitely send them manual. Are you into crypto? What do you think about it as a business owner? I'm not. But in March, when the pandemic started last year, literally a long time ago, yeah, we almost took 10% of our cash and dumped it into Bitcoin just as a way to counteract risk with the US dollar. And I wish I would have done it. Oh my God. Because Bitcoin was like $3,000 at that time. And we never did it. So I'm not against it. We were very close to putting a decent portion of our cash into it. We never did. If I was paying myself an obscene salary, like something like $20,000 a month, I would happily put money into crypto. There's only really one company I would have put money into, and I've been wanting to put money into it for a long time. It's a basic attention token. It's the crypto created by Brave. Brave is like a Google Chrome, except without ads. They're a fantastic platform. I've used them for over a year now, and finally their stock price blew up like 2 months ago, and it's irked me ever since because I've wanted to put money into it and just have it because I didn't want to put company cash into it. So yeah. Yes, there's many extensions for finding emails. Usual conversion rate, sending out cold email and sales rate. Yeah, call booking rate on Trojan Horse Marketing can range anywhere between 1.5 being like extremely low to 3 to 4% being good. So I've seen it as high as 15%. Yeah. All right, you guys, I got to fly. It is 9 p.m. on the dot. I got 2 new videos I made tonight coming out next week. One of them is about writing good job descriptions, and the other one is about running for 200K MRR and just some of the bottlenecks that we're facing on the road to 200K MRR. Would like to use to edit and produce YouTube video ads. We use ScreenFlow. All right, much love, you guys. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it's the only thing I ask from you guys. Thank you, ladies and gents, for coming on. Much love to you all. Have a good night. Enjoy the weekend.